Hello, my friends. Good afternoon. Tony and Brad here with the iConvo podcast. Even though we're not going to be broadcasting a podcast today, we did want to come on here and talk about something that is incredibly important. Doesn't matter what business you're in; it is incredibly important for you to participate, to understand this, and to be part of it. And what that is marketing. Marketing is everything, right? Marketing is the lifeline of our business because we all need leads, we all need customers. Whether you're in construction, whether you're in real estate, whether you're in mortgages, whether you're in banking, investing, life insurance, nail salons, whatever, restaurants, whatever it is, our lead generation and new customer acquisition, client acquisition is the name of the game. How does that work? With marketing, right? And I'm here with my brother from another mother, Brad Korn from the Korn Real Estate team, and we were talking earlier about marketing and what some of the creative ideas are that we can do to stay front of mind, not in your business, but also in just in the world. Because in business, especially in real estate and in finance, there's the term that's called secret agent, right? So many people are being secret agents and they're just doing their thing, but they're not really marketing. They're not getting new eyeballs, and they're not really getting the interest that they could and should. Anyway, my name is Tony Rodrigues. I've been a real estate broker for about 35 years. I've founded and started and ran about 12 different businesses. I've also been in the personal development space for about 27, 28 years with Tony Robbins, for about 8 years now as a trainer with Tony Robbins. So I'm a life and business strategist and coach, help people get unstuck. And of course, in real estate, helping people to do more, to leverage their current customers or current client base, and to do more with what they've got now, and to expand on that. Brad, why don't you tell us a little bit about yourself, and then we'll kind of get into our 10, 15-minute conversation here about marketing.
Yeah, so I've been in real estate industry for over 34 years, built that business up to 100 sales a year for over 25 consecutive years, all using systems. And, I network all the time, which we came across each other 5 years ago, Tony, and we both share a lot of the similar. I love that we share the similar philosophies and everything that we've learned in life and our coaching, what would you call it? The coaching principles and stuff that we use, but yet we get to deliver them in a couple different styles. So it kind of makes this a cool iConvo opportunity, because you kind of get two different styles of hearing same material that you may have heard before. But honestly, it's 34 years of being in real estate, selling a lot of real estate, watching nobody else sell a lot of real estate. And I'm not doing anything special. There's not like I bought somebody's program and I'm getting 40 listings a month from Facebook from doing it. It's very simple stuff. And I still don't understand why people will try to buy the shiny bullet, or, get distracted by shiny pennies, when it's so basic to build a business that anybody can do 100 sales a year. So in saying that experience brought me here because we can reach an audience of people that want to grow their business, and knowing that more than 80% of them fail after 3 to 5 years. I mean, it's kind of our way to give back what we've learned. And I don't feel like I can keep it a secret, because somebody shared it with me 30 something years ago, and it's provided a great lifestyle. I think we were on a call this morning that we do on the Clubhouse app and the Achievers Breakfast Club as well. And you were saying, it's about enjoying life. Success is about being happy. And, I'm happy. I'm not content, because I hang around people that make sure I don't stay content. But I'm happy. I've got the best life ever. And I just want people to be able to get out of whatever rut they're in or whatever, and just enjoy the same thing that you and I seem to be enjoying,
Yeah, I love it. And I think you're right. I mean, there's the term that says, knowledge is power. And that's actually not accurate. Knowledge is potential power, right? Because knowledge is like a battery. Until you plug it into something, it doesn't work. And it's not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about taking action. And, it's not just about lead generation, it's about the follow-up. And that's something that you've mastered over the years and been able to do 100 deals a year for the last 25 years. By the way, that is, for those who are not aware, that is not very common, certainly, to do that and keep that up consistently. So, you're definitely a force to be reckoned with, and a hell of a contender. And the reality is, you need to have fun while you're doing whatever you're doing. And there's times in our lives that we have to muscle through and chew through the stuff that we don't want to get to the other side. Sometimes it's a churn, or a grind, as they say. And I don't like the word grind because it just sounds painful, even though we're all kind of doing a little bit of that. But you have to have a little bit of fun along the way. And that's really what I wanted to touch on today, because if you're not having fun, you're not doing it right. And I can understand that maybe you're not having fun every single day, but you got to make sure that you're having some fun. Honestly, you should be having some fun every single day. But if not every day, a couple times a week, you need to have fun. You need to laugh. Laughter is the best medicine. And using humor in marketing is another great way of staying front of mind. And we can do that by kind of joking around, laughing at ourselves in certain situations. You can share information about markets and what's happening in the world, in real estate, or whatever business that you're in. And you can just create, fun things to be front of mind. And one of the things that we've been playing with, actually, Brad has been a leader in this, not just in the song creation AI app, which is called, what is it called?
Sora?
No, not Sora. The one for music.
Suno.
Suno. So there's Suno AI, and more recently, Brad's been playing with Sora AI, and he just played around and made a video that's got over 500,000 views. Now, views don't necessarily turn into business, or do they? Because it's all about rendering attention. When people see something that they're impressed by, they're enamored with, they're attracted to in any way, whether it be, because of the physical beauty of the person, which obviously we've seen that all over the internet. That's why it sells so much. Or whether it's humor, making people laugh and feel good, people are going to remember you, right? And remember that people do business with people that they know, like, and trust. So if you're continually marketing people are listening to you, they're hearing you speak, sharing your knowledge, sharing your wisdom. Now they know you. Now you laugh and you joke and you show the human side. Now people start to like you, and you're accurate in your depictions of what you're sharing, the information that you're sharing, and you're right with it, and you're educating people. Now they trust you. Now you're going to have a lot more opportunity to do business with that person, whether it be in real estate or finance, whatever it is, you'll have the opportunity to do it because you've been front and center. So that's what I wanted to talk about today, Brad. So what have you got to share on that? I don't want to hog the stage here.
Yeah. So here's the thing about marketing. I find that a lot of people will get tied up spending too much time trying to do the marketing. I also have seen a lot of people, it's like, buy my my calendar program for social media posting, and it's on Tuesday you're supposed to post this, and on Wednesday you're supposed to post this. Guys, here's the thing about marketing. We hear it all the time. Be genuine, be yourself. And so if you watch my videos, my story videos, you may not be able to pull off my videos, and you don't have to. You just have to be genuine and be you. I'll talk about this on another call today. I've got another realtor friend up in Minnesota. He's very proper, business, formal, and he's using the same app, but his are like just showing a couple walking down a nice Minnesota neighborhood and first-time home buyers looking at a house. It's not him jumping in there doing something goofy. Me being goofy in my videos is people know me as kind of goofy and funny. And it's weird how AI actually learns who you are, and it learns how to speak like you. So it picks up on a lot of this stuff too. And it becomes your alter ego, or not really alter ego, but your doppelganger. Right. So here's the thing about marketing. Be in front of people as much as you can be in front of people. And I also tell people, in all my follow-up systems, a quarter of it is about real estate, because honestly, right now, today, no matter what product, no matter what service, no matter what message you're trying to get out to the consumers, 99% of the people aren't looking for your product, service, or message right now today. But yet really, if I kind of think about anything, everybody eventually will maybe be interested in that product, service, message, whatever it might be, donation to whatever. So you got to stay in front of them, knowing that 99% of the people aren't doing it right now today. And I think most salespeople, especially in the real estate industry, is broken because they teach us to go get the next deal, get the next deal. And we're blowing past 99 people out of every 100 person looking for the next deal. And those 99 people are moving too, just not
Right.
today. Right.
Well,
And
sometimes we're doing that and we're ignoring the people that we've done business with in the past. Guess what? The average person stays in house 7 to 10 years. So if you're not paying attention to the clients that you had in the past, certainly for people like us that have been in for 20, 25 years, you've only been in for 3 years, it's different. Your pipeline is going to look a little different. But even then, people do move. You know, one of the little looked at resources is rentals. You know, right now they're a renter, but in 2 years they might be a buyer. Or, you know, and everybody knows somebody. So it's about staying front of mind, right? And having people think about you so that when they think, hey, you know what? I want to buy a place in Kansas City, or I'm looking to buy a house or sell a house. Who you talk to? Oh, you know what? I just saw a video by this guy, Brad, that, you know, was saying this or that or the other thing. And I keep seeing his stuff and I know he's in real estate. Let's give him a call. Or, you know, and so the other thing I was just thinking about, because this applies to all businesses, let's think about this. How many times do you go to a particular restaurant? Not because it's the best restaurant in town, not because they have the best burger, but because you're friends with the bartender, or you're friends with the owner, or you know the waitress. You can go to a better restaurant, pay maybe even for a better price, or, you know, better service, whatever it is. But we go to where we're comfortable with, where we know people, right? So staying front of mind, and again, sharing the right information. Right? Sharing the right information, not disinformation, not confusing information, not something you haven't verified, but sharing accurate information is epically important, because again, it's about sharing that knowledge. And as I mentioned, knowledge is only potential power, but even for us, for you and for me, and why we're doing this. And by the way, we do have a podcast called the iConvo podcast. We just started it. So there's already a few videos in the can that we're going to be releasing once a week. So be aware of that. It's iConvo, like iconic conversations with inspirational leaders, people that are not just doing well in life and in business, but are doing good in the world by giving back, by contributing. And by the way, I can't let this time go by without actually making a pitch, so to speak, on contribution, on gratitude, and being grateful for what it is that we've got. And maybe it's just about, this is a great time of year for any business to market to gratitude. Thanksgiving is upon us. Christmas is certainly upon us, and Hanukkah, and all of the other religions. This is all around the same time. We've got these celebrations, and it's a good time to come on and vocalize. You know, maybe show some things that you're doing traditionally with, you know, within your community, within your culture, whatever it is. Wish people happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving. Express gratitude to the people that have helped you in your business and in your life. Maybe send them a gift, send them a card. And Brad's amazing, by the way, at staying in contact with people. For those who are interested in doing those 100 deals a year, for those people who are interested in learning more, you're going to be hearing much more from Brad in the coming weeks and months to come, in a program that he's going to be putting together as well, that'll help you leverage your current CRM, your current database, your current sphere of influence to let them know what you do, and maybe they can do business with you. This doesn't matter what business you're in. You may be inside, you might be a plumber, electrician, you might do house cleaning, you might be a mechanic, auto sales. Doesn't matter. These same principles apply to everything, because guess what? Business is a game, and the basic rules to the game are all the same for any business, including lead generation, follow-up, finding out what people want, producing it, making it, and giving it to them, right? That's like the thing about business. So what we're here to do is to help you get a little clearer on what that is, maybe some better ideas, strategies, suggestions on how to make that happen. And we're going to be bringing some of the industry leaders of all industries again, those iconic leaders that you want to hear about, because again, Brad and I both know people across the world that have been doing some amazing, fascinating things that are changing the world, changing the way business is being done. So look out for us. We're going to be sharing on here as well. Sometimes we'll come on here doing it live like we're doing today, but we'll be here with, the backup, because neither of us, actually, Brad's at his office, I'm not at my office, but with our backgrounds and with everything, and we're going to have a special guest at least once, maybe twice a month. The other times it'll be Brad and I chatting about different things. But I'm excited to be here, Brad. But again, it is that time of year. It is Thanksgiving. I would encourage everyone. I actually run the New Jersey Basket Brigade, which Tony Robbins started many years ago. And through his efforts and the efforts of people like myself and everyone that has basket brigades around the country and around the world, 65 billion people have been fed in this time. So I encourage you, find the basket brigade, look up basket brigade in your state, in your city. You'll be able to find somewhere where you can go make a donation. Certainly if you're in New Jersey or you're interested in donating to the basket brigade in New Jersey, we're doing 250 families. So feeding anywhere between 2 and 4,000, or between 1,000 and 3,000 people is what we're putting out. So whether it's ours, whether it's yours, whether it's just sharing a kind word, it's important to be kind, especially this time of year. Smile at someone, because that little ripple, right? The little ripple that you can create by dropping, whether it be a pebble, a grain of sand, even a rock, a stone, a boulder, those ripples go on to nourish what is needed on the shores of other places. So contribute, do what you can, especially on this time of year. I'll put the name of my 501c3. It's the Ripple Effect Community. I'll put that down in the chat if anybody's interested in donating for this year or next. But make sure that you're out there doing something, because it makes us feel good to go give back and to contribute. And matter of fact, this is part of the contribution that Brad and I are doing by sharing our knowledge and information that we've garnered over the last, collectively, I guess we'll say it this way, collectively over 70 years of real estate experience. Because, I got 36, you got 34, I'm going on 36, you're going on 35. So it's about 70 years in business, not just in this business, but in different businesses. And Brad and I are both business strategists as well with Anton J, one of our other partners here as well. So we're here to help support. We're here to bring you some of the greatest speakers, some of the greatest minds, some of the greatest leaders, some of the greatest CEOs and executives in all industries. So stay tuned. But Brad, back to you, my friend.
So I'm going to close out our marketing topic with exactly what you just talked about, Tony. And it's about, contribution and so here's your major action step that we're going to leave you with from this call today, and come back and you'll get more, and we'll have some of the iconic people in our industry. But here's your action step from today's call. Marketing is about knowing that they need to know that you care, not how much you know. They need to know that you're there. You need to be top of mind. So whenever you're on any holiday and you're sending out that blast email to say, hope you have a happy holiday, just know that right now, today, if you all look in your deleted folder in your email, you deleted a chunk of emails today. And somebody the headline says, I can make you $1 million. I can show you how to make $1 million. I can show you to make $200 a day. You deleted that in a chunk of emails today. And that is happening to your emails. So don't fool yourself for a second that marketing is about being in front of people, being top of mind, so that when they do see your emails, they actually know who you are and they click on it and open it. So keep doing whatever you're doing, right? Because that's working for what you're doing so far. If you want to triple your exposure and your results, reach out to individuals one-on-one that are on that mass list. If you have 1,000 people that you sent your happy holidays email to, it would take you 5 people a day, 5 days a week for the next year, 10 months. And you can personally call and write a handwritten note to every one of those 1,000 people. So you keep your blast going all year long, but as you call those people and write the note, you're moving to a whole new level of top of mind awareness. And that's where your business production starts to double and triple. And believe me, that's just the first step. That's an automatic double or triple whatever you're doing just by reaching out to people one-on-one and not trying to hit the masses all at once. They're not paying attention to it. So I just wanted to pull that together from the contribution level. Start now, because you're probably not getting out of whatever you're doing in the next year anyway. And those 1,000 people in real estate, if they're moving every 10 years, is 100 sales a year. That's the difference. That's the difference
I love it.
Today and what you're doing to market, and taking it to the personal. Just layer in that personal touch to everything else you're doing, and watch what happens. So we're gonna share a whole lot more of that on this call every week.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And the reality of it is, don't think that just sending one pre-printed, pre-stamped postcard or card around the holidays is enough. Basically, is what Brad is saying, and what I'm saying. Make sure that you're reaching out to people. Maybe call, again, as Brad said, call 5 people a day, add 5 new people to your database, send them something at least once a quarter. Should send something every month, but at least once a quarter, send them something. I get letters from Brad. I've been getting letters from Brad practically every month for the last 5 years, which is really kind of cool. And honestly, it even doesn't matter what's on it, because sometimes I don't read them, but it's not about the letter. It's about the touch. It's about the contact. It's about being front of mind. So that's the lesson for today. Be front of mind, be silly, have fun, create some Sora videos. That's Sora.ai. And then the other one for the to create songs is, go again.
Suno,
Suno.ai. And by the way, AI is here. It's here to stay. It's not going anywhere. Yes, there's going to be some disruptions in job markets. There's going to be some disruptions here and there. But those who start to use AI, even if you're just playing with it for now, are going to be the ones that are going to be at the head of the table, so to speak. So get involved, stay involved. We appreciate you. Make sure that you're joining us next week. We'll probably do this. I don't know if it'll be Wednesday, because that's before Thanksgiving, but maybe we'll jump on here, whether it be with a guest or just the two of us, sharing some more tips and strategies that are going to help you take your business and your life to the next level. And remember this, the next level of your life and your business is going to demand the next level of you. So appreciate you all. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.